What's up, what's up? It's time for Done Way Past Funny with your host, G.D. Fenderson. Join us as we discuss the art, science, and business of comedy with comedians and comedian adjacent. With this episode's guest, Dan Hitman Rathmann. It's time to get down and get dope with Done Way Past Funny. Hi, I'm G.D. Fenderson, Certified Forensic Humourist and host of Done Way Past Funny. This is the conclusion of our interview with comedian Dan Hitman Rathmann. Enjoy. Now, what do you remember about the first time you took the stage doing comedy, and what do you remember about the first laugh you got? How did you feel about your first laugh? How was that?
It's kind of weird because I took the stage. Okay, so we didn't have like a stand-up comedy scene here in St. Joseph, Missouri, where I'm at, and we didn't have a stand-up comedy scene. I mean, we had some comics that have been here and stuff, but they weren't doing anything in the comedy, like doing actual shows here. So I started off by doing a Facebook post saying I wanted to do comedy, right? And I knew one of the bar owners here. The bar's no longer open itself. He actually moved to Wichita or something now. But one of the bar owners here, he's like, "Hey, do it here." So I just put on a show. Like I had never done an open mic or nothing. I literally just did a show. I got me and about 3 other guys that wanted to do comedy. We went in, and I even headlined it / hosted the show. And I went on for like 30 to 40 minutes up on stage, and it was crazy because I did some crowd work. I had some stuff, observational humor that I do. I was talking about a friend that he's a gay guy, but there was some things that he seemed more close to Jeffrey Dahmer than what we thought. And I made a joke about that and stuff like that. So, I mean, it hit really well on my first time. And I was like, well, that's where I kind of got that idea of like, man, this could really take off, because the show sold like 50 tickets and the bar was only capacity was like around that. So we were pretty much a big show on the very first time. And I'd never done comedy before outside of theater in high school. I mean, I've always done entertainment. I've always been an entertainer, but I'd never done stand up like that before. So I took a chance on myself and kind of gambled, and it worked well. So me personally, my experience is not like every other comic's experience. Every other comic has probably been like, man, I went up, did 3 minutes and I bombed, and it's like, I didn't bomb until my second time.
Yeah. I had a friend of mine who the first time she did comedy, it was at a corporate thing. It was like a comedy, it was like a corporate talent show or something. And I've seen her set. I've seen that set. It's like she did like 15 minutes the first time up, and she killed in the work environment. And so, and she says the first time she thought, I'm great. And it was good. She's a good comedian. I call her the queen of the mom jokes. I've done a few shows with her. I've done it. So as a matter of fact, I have a show called Funny Old Farts, and she's on that. She's on the show with me.
That's good.
It's like a mini tour. We're just starting off. We've done 2 states, 1 state. We got our 2nd state booked right now, and I'm working on a 3rd state. So right now we're at a 2-state solution. We're working on the 3rd state, but the point is that she killed the first time around, and when she did her first real set, like at a club or a bar or something, she goes, she stank it up.
Well, see, that's what happened with me is I went back there, but see, my problem was that they were buying me like shots and stuff, and I drank too much is what it was. I actually ended up drinking too much. I got to the point where I was sloshed and I wasn't able to perform the way you should be able to perform. And that's where I transitioned. So you had whiskey joke.
You had whiskey joke.
No, I think I just got to the point where I was like more roasting people than I was doing jokes, and people got offended and stuff like that.
You couldn't perform like Whiskey Dick. You couldn't perform.
Yeah, it was basically the same way. Yeah. It wasn't my best performance, and I knew it afterwards, and I even apologized to people. I'm like, hey man, I got way too drunk. I shouldn't have done that. never again. And that's how I started looking at it too. Like, so you'll see that I might have a beer or something up on stage with me, but I only drink maybe a few beers the whole night. I'm not up there getting drunk. That night I had like, I don't know how many shots I had. It was like a pitcher of tequila and something else. Like it was, I mean, it was a rough night. You know what I mean? So I was like, don't ever get to that point. And I tell everybody too, like, hey, if you're drinking, just make sure that you're not, you know what I mean? Make sure, I mean, if it's just to take the edge off, I get it. People do that because they get nervous or whatever before stage. I said, but don't get to that point because I said, learn from my mistake. I can tell you right now, as funny as you think you might be, you're not that funny when you're slosh drunk. You're not that funny. And people might be laughing at you, but they're not laughing because you're funny. They're probably laughing at you because you just made a mess of yourself. So
now the third clip that we're going to look at, you're going to have to tell us where it is after the fact, because I don't know where it is. And I was a bad host. I didn't do my homework because I said, I will get this, and I didn't. So afterwards, you can tell us, if you remember, you can tell us what it is. But it's from a year ago, I can tell you that. The other stuff is more recent. The other two are more recent. This is from a year ago. So here we go.
It's cool. How's everybody doing tonight? Y'all are lively and stuff. I love that. Awesome. I'm a big crowd work comedian and stuff too, so it's fun. So we might do a little bit of Q&A too. Y'all know about that? Some Q&A? No. I'm just playing. Alright, so what'd you say? Oh, he's a car salesman? Nice. Charlie who? He's got two dads? It's okay. We're okay, people, it's alright. Charlie was in King City the last time I was over there, and that was awesome. So, both of them were. Devil went down to Georgia over there with that Charlie Daniels beard. It's a good time, though. Do what? You got a birthday in the house? 21? Oh, birthday in there too? Holy shit, I don't have enough time to sing you all happy birthday, by the way. Jesus. But happy birthday to everybody, right? How many we got in the crowd? She's 21. Happy birthday to you. It's all downhill from here, I'm telling you. I'm 38, it sucks. You have 4 kids, you become pro-choice, I'm just saying. I'm just playing. It is very invasive to ask a woman how she likes her eggs, though. If you're a Planned Parenthood. You got it's fucked up, right? Yeah. Anyways, I have these random thoughts, and I do executive protection on the side. You know, I'm out there protecting the world from Mario coming up and finishing what Luigi did. But plumbers are fucking assassins nowadays, guys. It's crazy. Anybody a plumber in the crowd? Don't shoot. Alright. Do what? He's plumber. Anyways. Random thoughts in the morning. I'm up at like 4 a.m. after time when I go to work, and one day I was thinking, if a midget orders a liquor drink at the bar, isn't it top shelf all the time? I don't even smoke weed.
Oh yeah, man, that's one of my favorite venues to perform at. I'm actually getting ready to perform there on Valentine's Day. We're doing an event there, so it's a dinner and a show, and we got a musical guest too that's going to come in and do some singing and stuff. So it's going to be a fun time for Valentine's dinner show and date night for people. So it's myself and a buddy of mine. His name's Pepe Cabrera. We call him Tio Pepe.
I saw that his picture with you. I saw a picture of the two of you together on Facebook.
Yeah, he's a good buddy of mine. He's another up and coming comic in the Kansas City area. He actually ran for I think it was office at one of the offices, I think, at one point in time too, down in that area. But anyways, he's pretty cool. We're gonna do that show, but that show was actually over 200 something in the crowd.
Yeah, I
It
heard
was
you
it was
say
a
that
sold out show.
earlier in the
Yeah,
clip. Earlier in the clip.
yeah,
Where is that
it's
place
crazy.
though?
Southern Roots Event Center. It's here in St. Joseph, Missouri.
Okay.
It's probably one of my favorite venues in this area to perform at. The stage is amazing. The venue's amazing. You got plenty of space for tables and chairs, and you know what I mean. Everything that's there. They got their bar that's set up. It's like
Yeah.
they do like weddings and stuff in there too, like reception hall. But it's an amazing spot. Like I think that for St. Joe to have a venue like that, it's pretty cool. And the stage is huge. Like you can see how big that stage was. There's a plenty of room to move around. So
Now, this is totally off the cuff, but which is a bigger adrenaline rush for you? A standing ovation for a good comedy set, or a standing ovation for hauling an asshole away in cuffs?
oh, the comedy set. I didn't really like to arrest people. Honestly, I felt like arresting was
But even when they're
only
applauding,
offensive.
like even when they
Oh,
applaud you,
if it was an applaud, I mean, but we didn't have
yeah.
anybody applauding us
No,
there.
no,
You know,
just
most of the time.
saying, because sometimes, sometimes people want that person arrested. They're like,
Today's
please.
society though, like if I arrested somebody, they'd probably be like throwing stuff at me. You know what I mean? Like it seems like
I know it feels like
damned
it,
if you do, damned if you don't.
but I know it feels like it, but there are people out there that we know should be in cuffs, and
Oh
and,
yeah,
and so we applaud it when even if
I'm
we're
related
like,
to a few, I think. I don't know.
yeah.
But
So, now, what's the hardest lesson that you've learned? I know you don't have much time. You had something that you had to do it too, but
yeah.
But what is the hardest lesson that you've had to learn about the business and the art of comedy?
I would say this, and I dealt with it a few times. You know, like I support everybody. I really do. I try to give everybody utmost respect and support. The problem
Right.
is with this business is that it's not reciprocated a lot. You know, there's a lot of guys out there that um, they won't show you the same support. They'll want your support, but they won't show it back. You know, and they won't give you the same type of uplifting motivation like you would them. So my takeaway from that is like this year I've kind of turned over a new leaf. I'm like, you know what, I'm not gonna be that guy that's I'll be supportive. I'm not gonna change who I am, obviously. I'm gonna be the same person. I'm still gonna be motivational. I'm still gonna be positive and things like that. But I'm also not just gonna turn the cheek to people that don't wanna, you know what I mean? Like if they wanna be like rude to me for no reason, or if they want to be like bashing me for no reason, I'm like, okay, well, why is it? Let's make a list of what's your problem with me? What's your issue with me? Because I'm finding that more and more, probably more in my local areas than anything, because I travel more than most of the comedians I think do
Right.
in this area.
Right.
But it's not that like I said, and that's not saying that to be arrogant. It's just the fact is that I've done nothing but try to lift up people, and it seems like some of them will just stab you in the back because whatever reason. I don't know if it's out of jealousy, if it's out of they don't think I deserve it, or whatever it may be. But to me, it's all. I'm at a point with it. I've spent 3 years of doing nothing but lifting others, but trying to lift myself at the same time as I'm lifting others. And at this point, it's like it's not that I'm being selfish. I've learned that you got to take care of yourself though too. You can't just be always uplifting others whenever they're trying to push you down. So,
right. Okay, well, yeah, that's now. I guess over the time. Well, actually, I think that's a good place to end it. That's a good place to end it for us because so I know you got things to do at 12. I mean at 2. And that doesn't give you a lot of time. But look, I appreciate you doing this with me.
Yeah.
And anything you want to plug or go ahead. This is your last here. Just anything you want to talk about, get off your chest. Go ahead.
Anybody watching this and following this, they follow me on Facebook. That's my biggest platform right now. Follow me on Facebook, Dan Rathmann. You can find me. It has my picture. I'm holding the microphone. It has my picture on it. It's a blue check mark too.
Oh,
so
God.
Yeah.
Your headline shot their headline.
Yeah.
I didn't talk about your GRA. I mean, let's face it, you earned an award, so let's talk about it real quick.
Oh yeah. I won a global recognition award for my influence in entertainment in such a short period of time, because of how I've impacted other comics, how I've impacted the comic scene in such a short period of time. From being, like I said, I came out of nowhere. Nobody expected me. Nobody knew what I was doing. Um, and I just kind of did what I did. And the whole, like I said, the effort meets fate stuff came about. So they ended up, I got an email or something from them a while back. I don't know if somebody nominated me or something had happened. And then I'd spoke with them and everything like that. And then they said, well, submit your information through and everything else like that. And they're like, oh, congratulations, you won the award for 2025 for your impact and entertainment and all that. And I was like, that's awesome. I didn't end up winning the best comedian award in this area. I mean, I've been nominated 3 different times, but I ended up winning a global award. So I guess global, above local. So, but win-win, you know what I mean?
Yeah. So I just wanted to get that out there real quick. So again, thank you so much for doing this with me. And once I have it edited and stuff, I'll let you know. Like I said, mainly
Did you want me to plug those? You want me to plug those shows coming up?
Oh yeah, sure. Yes, plug them. Plug away.
All right. So before I get off here, the next shows I do have coming up, I know that you're going to probably do this differently. February 14th will be my next show in February, which will be here in St. Joseph, Missouri, Southern Roots Event Center that I just talked about, that you just showed the clip from. Then after that, I go out to Milroy, Pennsylvania, to the Smokehouse Bar and Grill in Milroy, Pennsylvania, where the 4 people might be from. And then we go out there, and then I come back, and then I do Maryville, Missouri. It's a college town, at the pub. So that's just a few that are coming up here. But if you follow me on my socials, you'll be able to see where I'm going next and where you can find me at and where you can come see me or how you can get tickets to see me. I'm kind of all over the place. So it seems like every week I book a new show for another location. So if you want to do that, follow me on my socials, Dan Rathmann on Facebook, at Dan Rathmann Comedy on everything else, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and what else would it? What is it? Oh yeah, TikTok, YouTube, and Instagram is at Dan Rathmann Comedy. So
all right, cool. Thanks a lot, man. I appreciate it.
All right, thank you so much, man.
Sure.
All right.